Here's the deal. When you change your life, some people aren't going to stick around for that change. And if you think about it, there's an old saying that goes, you are the sum total of the 5 closest friends you have in your life. So it makes sense, right? So if you become better in terms of your career, your family life, your relationship life, when you are making enormous progress, your social circle will change. So many people talk about wanting to make a positive change in life but don't know how. Well, here's one of the ways. Change your circle of friends. Because you probably find it hard to change your attitude, character, and something personal about yourself. Then the fastest way to an easier way to do that will be change your circle of friends. But the thing is this, it's not that easy, right? Because some of these people you met by chance, not by choice, and because you grew up with them, you spent time with them, and they were your first friends in your life, or somehow at some darkest times they were there. So you created a bond, and when you start to grow, you start to become better when you're making progress. Some of these so-called older friendship, because they didn't make their improvement, they didn't transform, they didn't become better, in some ways their relationship will drag you down. Okay, so if you want to move up, you may have to break up with these people. So I'm going to give you 5 signs that if you see these 5 signs, then you need a breakup. Now, of course, you could see that from your BaZi astrology perspective, but we've done readings of so many people. People don't just believe what they see in the chart. You gotta also experience it in real life. If you experience it in your actual life right now, any of these signs, then and it also matches with your astrology chart, then consider doing this. It might actually change your life for the better. The first thing is this, right? You stop to enjoy the activities that you mutually enjoyed together. Okay, so meaning you don't enjoy those hangouts that you have with one another. You used to do that, but you have lost interest. It could be a sign that you have outgrown this group of friends. That's the easiest thing to see. That means your chart, if you're reading astrology, your chart is becoming stronger and stronger than your friends and what we call companion element in your chart. So you will actually experience a different experience with the other elements. Okay, that's the first sign. The second thing is this. You might notice that you are holding back in your usual conversations with your friends. That means now you don't want to step on eggshells, you don't want to hurt their ego, so you're holding back. Why are you holding back? You don't used to be like this, but you feel that now speaking to them, they get easily offended, or they might feel that you are showing off if you just say something that what your real life is experiencing because you're doing better now and they're not too keen on listening to it. So that could be a second sign. Okay, so generally when it comes to our metaphysics perspective, there's a difference between the day master and your companion elements and the way which one interacts with the other components in the chart. And so if the day master gets a better reaction, that means now you are actually doing better. You are experiencing your full life potential, whereas your companion element would not be. So there will be a difference. Okay, and here's the third thing. You find that you're saying no to a lot of their invitations because something doesn't feel right anymore. It used to feel pretty good hanging out with them, but now there's a gut feel and your intuition is telling you not to be there. Okay? Now, I know it's not easy to just listen to your heart all the way because you grew up together, you spent time together, they were there during your darkest times and so on and so forth. But then again, something doesn't seem right anymore because vibrational level, you're no longer on the same page. You no longer vibrate on the same level because you see, on intuition is like that. Intuition is not about having more information. A lot of intuition is about cutting away unnecessary information or cutting away unnecessary associations. That's how we can act fast and act quick and act correctly. So your heart-wise, your intuition-wise is eliminating this group of connections that somehow is going to drag you down. So intuitively, it's trying to prevent you from going into that negative toxic zone. So maybe that could be the reason. Okay, you could study the vibrational parts for this, but if you felt that like this, that means it's real for you. Okay, and the fourth thing is you notice they don't make progress anymore. And the thing is, You are all into making progress. You want to make a change. You want to maximize your time of the day. You want to move forward. But then these guys, they're the same throughout the many years that you have known them. And they have not made progress. In fact, they have settled. Okay? So, some people say, oh, I just want to settle down and all that. Now, there's nothing wrong with settling down. But then you wanted to make progress, you wanted to make improvements, and you have not settled it because there's much more in this life that you want to go for, but they have settled. And so if they have settled, they're going to go on a slower pace, they're going to go on the slow lane, and you are on a fast highway and move fast. So definitely there's going to be a break in that path. So you notice that, okay? So really, that means there's a luck pillar change in our astrology terms, okay? And that could be it's a different season of your life. So in this season, it's time for you to make harvest, and while them, it's basically just taking stock, and they are not making full progress. Okay, and finally, this one is a little bit difficult, but this is the fifth point. You find that they want you to stay true to yourself. Now I know, isn't staying true to yourself is good? What they really mean is stay your old self, because your old self is better. Now, if you find that back in the day when you needed so much help, when you were down and you wanted someone to talk to and they were there and they lend the shoulder to cry on, they were there to say, oh, don't worry, we all suffer together. I'm there for you, brother. I'm there for you, sister. Basically, these people, they feel more comfortable you're not achieving something, and they can't rejoice in your new achievement. And this experience is very different, because a lot of people say, yeah, but isn't it cool to have someone to, share your unhappiness, to be there when you're down? Okay, if they're there when you're down, ask them, are they there when you're up? Because from my experience, it's much harder to celebrate the wins together. Because when you're winning and they're truly rejoicing, that's truly good friends. Because a lot of people, when you are suffering, they don't mind being there because, you're lower and you need my help. But the moment you're above and you're celebrating, they're not there to celebrate anymore. Okay, so this could be it, right? So this could be the fifth reason or fifth signs that you see. And if you can see it in your chart, that's great. If not, if you're experiencing this, then it's a sign that you need to break up. Okay, now I'm not saying that you're going to unfriend them immediately. It means that you're going to allocate less time for this group of people. So how much less? I would say that you should divide generally your association with people into three categories. That means 33% of the time, okay? So for 33% of the time, you might want to allocate to people around the same intellectual sphere, okay? The same goals, similar standards. So it sort of keeps you on a sparring level with them. So you encourage them, they encourage you, whether it's relationship status, whether it's work, or whether it's business, around the same level, okay? Or around the same net worth, probably. And another 33%, you try to strive to get on people that is higher ranking, 2 or 3 levels higher ranking to you. I know this is going to be uncomfortable, but you want to get, change and true fulfillment comes when you exceed your comfort zone, right? So you got to be able to expand that comfort zone up to including the people that are higher than you. So about 33% of your time. Now these are by choice, relationships by choice, friendship by choice. They're no longer by chance, okay? And then reserve the other 33% of the time for, people that are lower than you, or not say lower in terms of social status, but in terms of where they are in their achievements, so that you can help them. You can help them, assist them, because sometimes it helps you feel validated when you are also giving back, and you give back to this group of people. And now this group of so-called old friends can be categorized in that category, unless they are the ones that don't want to receive any help, and it becomes draining for you to help, and they pull you down, and that's when they become toxic. And once they become toxic, you have to exercise that break, okay? You could use a destruction day for that. Just nicely detach from it, okay? You don't have to unfriend them and become nasty. You don't have to do that. Just go into the delusion door, or delete or remove. That's it, okay? This is how you're gonna do it nicely, and then over time, because you have broken up with the toxic relationship, that allows you to actually move up in your life. I hope you find this video useful, and please forward it to all your friends, and don't forget to hit the like button on this video. We appreciate that a lot, and if you're not already done so, please remember to subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell icon for notification for future videos that we release here on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.